Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. Taylor Hayes thought she was finally on the path to happiness, but in typical Bold and the beautiful fashion Fate and a few familiar names have other plans. The upcoming 3 weeks are packed with tension, heartbreak, unexpected moves, and long-simmering truths that could upend lives forever. And for Taylor, a dream wedding may just be a painful reminder that some promises aren't meant to be kept. Steffi has never stopped doubting Ridge's motivations. Her instincts were sharp before, and now they're sharper than ever. As Taylor eagerly plans what she believes is a sure step into a secure future with Ridge, Steffi quietly questions whether her father is truly moving forward with clarity, or if he's still caught in a storm of unresolved feelings. Ridge, as usual, continues to give mixed signals. One minute he's all in, making declarations about family and loyalty, and the next, he's silent when asked directly about Brooke. That silence is deafening for Steffi, and it fuels her determination to uncover the truth, even if it delays or completely derails the wedding her mother has been waiting for. Steffi is not alone in her suspicions. Thomas, too, begins to see cracks in Ridge's resolve. He had been hoping this wedding would seal the deal, a new beginning for the Forrester family, minus Brooke's influence. But Ridge's hesitance is starting to mirror old patterns, and Thomas has a sinking feeling that his father isn't quite ready to close the chapter with Brooke. This realization is especially frustrating for Thomas, who has his own issues to deal with. The weight of keeping secrets, particularly his part in the CPS call scandal, is beginning to suffocate him. Every time he looks at Taylor, who's planning her big day with such hope, guilt eats away at him. And it's not just guilt haunting him. Fear is too. Fear that Steffi, who's inching closer to the truth, might soon discover what really happened with that call. And when she does, she won't stay quiet. Because Steffi may love her brother, but she's not about to let Taylor walk down the aisle under false pretenses. She's made that mistake before, letting a lie build until it explodes. This time she's watching closely, and that could change everything. The drama around the wedding isn't the only storm brewing. Grace Buckingham's world is set to collapse in ways she never anticipated. Her once unwavering authority over her daughter's life is about to backfire spectacularly. Grace has spent months trying to control Paris' choices, believing that she always knows what's best. She pushed Zend hard. Too hard. And now, her efforts may finally backfire, as Paris begins to see that her mother's guidance was more about control than care. Paris is waking up. Slowly, steadily, she's starting to take ownership of her life, and that means revisiting past choices, like Carter. The chemistry between Paris and Carter never really faded. They were forced apart by pressure, by expectations, and by Grace's interference. But now, with Paris thinking more independently, there's a strong possibility she might reach out to Carter again. That could reignite tensions that Grace thought were buried, and it won't sit well with her. Grace is about to face the consequences of pushing too hard and refusing to respect boundaries. Her downfall won't come from some dramatic betrayal. It'll come from the very thing she tried to avoid, her daughter choosing her own path. Meanwhile, back at the Forrester mansion, the countdown to the wedding continues, but every day brings more unease. Taylor, despite her excitement, senses the shift in the atmosphere. Ridge is present, but his mind is elsewhere. His eyes linger a little too long when Brooke's name is mentioned. He's quick to shut down conversations that drift too close to his past. And even when Taylor confronts him gently, trying to gauge where his heart really lies, he dodges the hard answers. That avoidance doesn't go unnoticed. Eric, ever the observer, pulls Ridge aside. He's seen too many weddings come and go. He's watched Ridge stumble through decades of love triangles, and he knows that unless his son is fully honest, with himself and with Taylor, this wedding is destined to crumble. Eric's words won't be harsh, but they'll strike deep. Ridge is left to reflect, and for a man who prides himself on being a pillar of strength, that moment of internal conflict might just shake his foundation. And then there's Brooke. She's staying strong on the surface, respecting Ridge's choice to move forward with Taylor. But she hasn't given up hope. Brooke believes that love always finds its way, and deep down, she knows Ridge's heart still beats for her. She's not interfering, but her presence looms large. Every interaction with Ridge, no matter how casual, is charged with the history they share. And while Taylor tries to brush it off, she can't help but feel it. That unshakable bond between Brooke and Ridge. It's always there, lingering in the background, reminding her that she's never been the only one in his heart. As the wedding date approaches, pressure mounts. Taylor is getting cold feet, though she doesn't say it aloud. It's not about Ridge. It's about the whispers in her own heart. The doubts that creep in late at night. The memories of being second best. And when Steffi finally reveals what she knows, when she drops the bomb about Thomas faking the CPS call and manipulating Ridge into leaving Brooke, everything comes crashing down. Taylor is devastated. Not just because the wedding is now a sham, but because her own son was willing to deceive her, all in the name of protecting the family. She feels betrayed. Ridge is furious, both at Thomas and at himself. His guilt is overwhelming. The illusion of certainty has been shattered. What's left are raw emotions and a painful truth. This wedding can't go on. Ridge calls it off. Not in anger, but with deep sadness. He tells Taylor she deserves more, deserves honesty, not a rushed decision made under false pretenses. Taylor, tearful and humiliated, walks away, her heart heavy with disappointment. She had dared to believe that this time would be different. That she and Ridge could finally write a new chapter. But the past, once again, had other plans. Is experiencing a reckoning of her own. Paris has cut the cord. No more interference. No more manipulation. Paris stands firm, telling her mother that it's time to live her own life. Grace is stunned, speechless even. Her authority, once unquestioned, has crumbled. And as she watches her daughter walk away with confidence, Grace realizes she has lost more than control. She has lost trust. The fallout from these events will ripple through the next several weeks. Thomas faces the wrath of everyone, including Ridge, who can't look at him the same way. His actions have cost them all deeply, and redemption won't come easy. Steffi, though proud of herself for stopping the wedding, is heartbroken for her mother. She wanted the truth to win, but the cost feels higher than she expected. Brooke, unexpectedly, becomes a shoulder for Ridge to lean on. Their connection, reignited in quiet moments, begins to grow again. But Brooke is cautious. She won't rush him. She's seen this cycle too many times. She wants Ridge to come back to her not out of guilt, but out of love. As the dust settles, Taylor retreats to regroup. Her future with Ridge may be uncertain, but her strength remains. She's been through worse, and she'll survive this too. But one thing's for sure, she won't let herself be misled again. The Taylor that emerges from this heartbreak will be more resolute, more empowered, and perhaps a little more guarded. In the weeks to come, alliances will shift. Relationships will be tested. And amid all the emotional wreckage, new beginnings will emerge. But the lesson is clear. In Los Angeles, secrets don't stay buried. Love is rarely simple, and a wedding is never just a wedding. It's a storm waiting to explode. The fallout from the canceled ceremony and Grace's collapse will set the stage for a deeply emotional and unpredictable chapter in the saga. With each character standing at a crossroads, the choices they make now will determine whether redemption is possible, or if more pain lies ahead. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.